Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with what I'm pretty sure is part 5 of our Star Wars The Old Republic Jedi Knight playthrough. So, last time we arrived on Taris and we got very, very far. And while I wasn't recording, I went ahead and did all the heroics on this planet. And now, as you can see, our level has been shifted to 22, so we are 3 above. And by the time we're done with all the story stuff on this planet, I feel like odds are we will probably be at least 26. So, we're looking really good level-wise. So it is working pretty nicely to be able to level off camera. So, other than that, of course, I didn't do anything that you shouldn't see. I didn't talk to any companions. I didn't do anything story-related. I didn't do anything. The only thing we've done is we have a few more abilities. We had Zen the whole time, but now we have Transcendence, which is the same thing as the Sith Warrior, where I can spend my stacks. This one will increase my movement speed and melee and range defense. We also got Force Stasis, which is a stun that does a little bit of damage, but it also builds a little bit of focus. Now, there's a 59-second cooldown, so it's not something you can do a lot, but it is a nice ability because it is nice to be able to stun powerful, enemies if you're doing heroics, even if only for a few seconds. So that's looking pretty good. Anyway, other than that, I think we're all good to go. So, as I make my way towards our objective here, there's a few things we should talk about. Firstly, I think I figured out the source of the lag. When I'm attacking enemies and you guys notice the lag. So my frames aren't going to be great here because look how far I can see. Taris is a big planet, and so it really messes with my frames. That's not the source of the lag I'm talking about. It's the lag in abilities where I hit it and then like a second later it activates. I think I have figured out the source of the source of it. So I'm noticing that because OBS is the thing I use, I noticed that it will tell me. They can't catch me, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I noticed that it'll tell me my CPU usage on the app, which is really convenient. Now, also, I noticed that normally it hovers at about like mid-20s. I noticed that it hovers like late 20s, maybe really early 30s a lot of the time, but I noticed that when I was getting ability lag, I noticed that it was spiking at like 70% CPU usage, which is like ridiculous. I mean, even for my computer, that's ridiculous. So, I think the lag is my computer not liking what it's doing because I'm having to record because I checked, and when I did the heroics, it was as smooth as butter. It just, like, there's no lag of any kind. Everything about it is perfect. It only has this problem when I'm recording. I think it's because my computer is old and it's throwing a fit that I am doing all these things at the same time on the computer. I am recording and I'm also playing. So I think that's the source of our problem there. And we'll keep an eye on it, and I'm trying to be really careful about making sure that it's not running something in the background that it shouldn't be. Now, our really bad frames right now is just because Taris is so big, but it's not the end of the world, and when we get to our smaller areas, it won't be as bad. It's just not very smooth in this area, just because of all the, because again, it's really, really big. So, other thing we need to talk about is, at the time of this video, I still have not heard anything about our Part 3 of our Black Ops 3 campaign playthrough. So I put out a video telling you guys that Activision copyright claimed the video and blocked it on YouTube. And I also told you that okay, really quick. So we're facing this wall. Look how much smoother it is. So that part is just because we're seeing a lot, and that's really the most of our problems. Anyway, but I'm noticing that. So anyway, I put out a video explaining all that, so that part isn't new. However, I disputed it. Now, at the time of this recording I have not heard anything. So they have yet to, whether they deny my request or they say, you know what, you're right, we're stupid, and we blocked it for no reason. Whatever the thing is, I haven't heard anything. So of course I will keep you guys informed, and I am eternally hopeful that they release my part 3. Now, just in case, I kept the recording for the last 3 parts of Black Ops, because if they throw a fit about it, then I will find a way to repost it. Maybe I'll try finding a way to get it to work for you guys, because it's ridiculous. I am really hoping that they just back off and we can just be done with it, ideally. So that is, of course, our hope. Anyway, and so that's the first thing. The other thing is, I have a couple of ideas about what we are going to do next for our Part B game. And I think it'll be pretty sweet. So you can be looking forward to that. So I have a few ideas, and I will be recording part 1 of our new B game right after this, right after we're done here. So, see, it hurts, but it's like not very far, and it's, you know, it's not far, and it's better than waiting for the elevator. I don't even know if I needed to attack this guy. I thought he... Thank you. Like, could you please? Well, it's free experience and money. And no, I didn't need to attack him, in case you were wondering. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I have some ideas about what our new B game is going to be. I'm pretty excited, assuming I go for the one that I'm thinking about. I'm pretty excited. So yeah, and I will be recording that right after this is over, so we will have to see what happens. Also, I got like 1,000,000 gifts on the heroics. Got like a zillion of those, and you know, which isn't surprising, and I'm okay with. But only problem is I don't really care about most of my companions on the Jedi Knight. There are a couple of good ones, but it's kind of slim pickings. So I'm not really sure who I'm going to give all the gifts to. I might give them to Kira. There's also one other companion that we'll probably end up using. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. But the companion we're going to get is a long ways off. I can tell you that. If I go with the other companion, it'll be a long ways away.
You're fine.
Anyway, see how much smoother it runs when we're inside? Like, it's just way smoother. And yeah, and I'm not seeing any ability lag. I'm keeping an eye on my CPU. It doesn't look to be crossing about 50%, which is a lot better. But when it starts tacking out at like 100 or like 70, that's when we start seeing the lag. So it seems to sticking at about 50, which I'm fine with it using a lot of power. I just don't want it enough to start ruining my recording. So just not enough to do that. Other than that, I'm pretty lenient. Defeat the Imperial ambush. Doesn't see an ambush. Oh, there we go. I was like, I don't see anybody. Die, you Imperial fool! Tries to click on his body immediately. Can't hit him. Oh man. So as we're killing these morons, in my free time when I'm not leveling up this character, and I'm not editing and stuff, I actually went back into Black Ops 3, and it's actually what I'm playing now. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually doing a hardened difficulty run, because there is like a zillion achievements for doing it. So just for funsies, I'm going through the campaign again, but just hitting on the hardened difficulty. Let me tell you, it's brutal. You die really fast. You die like all I've done is the first mission, and I almost died like 4 times in the beginning. At the finale, when you're like when you're trying to defend the dude as he's like running to the ship or whatever, when you get your arms ripped off, yeah, that part was hard because I died probably 5 times, because it's so wide open that they just kill you. So it's really brutal. But luckily I didn't start over progress, so I have access to all of my guns still, so I get to use really good guns from the get-go, so that helps a lot. But anyway, just thought that was interesting.
That's enough bloodshed. Let's be professional about this. I am Watcher 1 with Imperial Intelligence. Those men you fought served me.
Your agents slaughtered Republic citizens. That's an act of war.
On the contrary, it was self-preservation. Despite what General SWTOR believes, I have known about this outpost for some time. Your imminent arrival forced me to take action. My mission is to protect the Empire from Dr. Gadera's weapons. I'm afraid I can't let you have him.
And I'm afraid you'll have to die.
I don't fear you. Imperial Intelligence prides itself on accurate threat assessment. I've known you were coming, analyzed your strengths and weaknesses in preparation. You allowed the fallen Jedi Bengal Moore to flee Tython. Your loyalty to the Jedi Order is questionable.
What's he talking about? Is that true?
If I did do something like that, wouldn't it be for a good reason?
Regardless, your decision reveals much about your nature. As fortune would have it, Dr. Gadera will be in my custody shortly. You've already failed.
You've confused me with someone else. I don't intimidate easily.
This isn't about intimidation, Jedi. It's about facts. I see my reinforcements are finally in position. Terminator.
So funny that he called me out. He's like, you let Bengalmore leave. And she's like, did you really? I'm like, yes. At first I thought about lying, but I'm just like, who cares? I'm like, yeah, and I did do that. I had a good reason. You know, like I wanted more power. And being more powerful often means siding with, you know, making decisions that are maybe questionable. The path to power isn't for the faint-hearted. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Little droid.
Blasted imps. Death is too good for them. Thank you for liberating this facility. Good riddance to imp scum.
Are you one of Dr. Gadara's droids? What happened here?
My designation is REM0. Dr. Gadara assigned me to this facility. Primary function? Enemy surveillance. The facility was compromised when Republic cowards arrived on Taris, and again by these imp scum.
Your maker is in danger. Can you tell me where he is?
My programming forbids cooperation with non-Gadara life forms, except under extreme circumstances. That criteria is now met. Watcher 1 reprogrammed this facility's tracking relays. He traced Dr. Gadara's encrypted bioscan to its present location.
If it worked for Watcher 1, it'll work for us.
The imp scum destroyed the central computer, hoping to prevent this. I must repair it while you reset the outdoor tracking relays. I will provide you with the tracking relay's coordinates, but be advised, the outdoors are dangerous.
Anything in my way, dies. Get to work fixing that central computer.
Jedi were never included in Dr. Gadara's Republic Coward designation. Now I comprehend why. Commencing computer repairs. Contact me when all tracking relays are reset. Then we can triangulate Dr. Gadara's location. If you encounter any imp scum, please annihilate them. How you handle Republic cowards is your discretion. Good luck, Jedi.
Well, he's an intense little robot, isn't he? Droid, whatever. He's pretty intense. Everything is just imp scum, Republic cowards. I'm like, you know, it's not that bad. I don't really mind him that much. It's just like, all right, I'll go do your busy work. You know, what else is new? Am I right? Am I right? All right. So I guess I will probably head towards this objective. Not probably. I will head towards this objective, and I will see you guys when we get there. All right. So we are pretty much at the first one, somewhere in here. I'm gonna have to kill these little things. But something else that I did while you guys were gone, I joined a guild, the Ancient Jedi Order. So these guys are apparently really, really big. They have almost 1,000 members. They might already have 1,000 members by now, but they're really big. And they were doing mass recruiting. They were just like recruited, like while I was just online, just leveling up. They recruited like, I don't know, 50. They recruited like 30 people, like in just a few seconds. They were just mass recruiting while I was online leveling up for this character. So I went ahead and joined them because if they're recruiting that big, odds are they're not going to care that I am there for the EXP and, you know, pretty much no other reason. They're probably not going to care that I'm there for the XP and pretty much no other reason, so works for me. And they're big enough that I should be able to get away with that. I have literally trapped myself over here. That's pretty annoying. Anyway, but yeah, so that way we can get our EXP bonus. They are certainly big enough to be able to get the 10% EXP share, like bonus. So that'll help us level up pretty quick. You know, it'll help us out. Anything helps. So yeah, so I just thought I would let you know, and we'll hit our next objective. All right, here's the next one. Die, you fool. All right. There's the next one. Alright, and let's see one behind us. Cool, I will see you at the next one. Alright, there we are at the next one. We just had to run our way through a little bit of pirate territory. But it's not bad. It just got a little hairy for a minute there, but we're good. So, while I was leveling, I got to the point where I got to choose another specialization point, and I leveled up our Cyclone Slash to be 25% more powerful, because that way it makes it, you know, much more viable to use. So, which will help. Anyway, make a call real quick.
finished resetting all the tracking relays. Is that central computer online?
Affirmative. Triangulating Dr. Gadera's coordinates now. This facility has outlived its usefulness, and my programming provides no secondary mission. I am uncertain how to proceed. Serving Republic cowards is unacceptable, but I am not armed to combat imp scum. Recommendation?
Don't go anywhere until I find Dr. Gadera.
A prudent course of action. Perhaps I can monitor imp scum from here. Triangulation complete. Transmitting the coordinates to you now. Hurry, Jedi. My maker is too good for those imp scum.
There you go. I was like, just stay put. Like, you know, it's like mildly entertaining to have his commentary, but at the same time, I don't want to have to listen to it too much. So I'm just like, actually, you know, it's better if you don't speak at all. Stay where you're at. I don't want to have to talk to you all the time. Where the heck is my objective? It says it's over here, but I am not seeing it. It says I'm facing it right this way. Alright, let's just look at the big map then. There you go. Found it. It's ridiculous. Alright, I'll see you guys at our next one. Alrighty. Here we are. At the next one. Wasn't that long. It was mostly just a lot of running around. Oh, sorry. Jedi were saved. Please, you must help. Imperial shot my friend. They want Dr. Gadera. They're everywhere.
I'm here to save the doctor. Where will I find him?
He barricaded himself in the main. I almost said the meth lab. He can't hold out much longer. He's in the main lab. You're the only one you can help. Hurry.
If Imperial reinforcements arrive, defend this corridor with your lives.
Seriously? Like, it's not so much that I disagree. That just sounds stupid. Like, are these guys even soldiers? Like, I just feel like they're just scientists or something. I'll be like, alright, blah blah blah. Where's the doctor? Keep going, keep going.
You can lift a blaster. Come with me and fight.
Can't abandon my friend. He's badly wounded. Main lab is surrounded by Imperials. Good luck, Jedi. Alright, well, I feel like that was better. None of them were great, but that one's the least. It wasn't the worst one. It's just like, at least, I mean, because the other one's just dumb. You'd be like, are you guys even, like, are they even soldiers? Like, that, and that's, like, that's just stupid. It doesn't even make sense. But the music is so triumphant right now. It's really funny, considering I'm not doing anything important. We're actually going to need to hit another major experience boost in a minute here. I was like, come on, elevator. Alright. Are you good, Kira? Ah, all glitching around. And my cute little lizard? Like, yeah, lizard. Alright. Where the heck are we headed? All the way back. Now we'll be slicing and dicing our way there. I imagine maybe there's a bonus objective. Alright, let's go ahead and kill these guys if I notice anything good. Ah, there is. What luck. 30 sounds like a lot, but odds are you'll kill that number on the way there anyway. So it's not as bad as it sounds. I can tell you that. Alright, which means we are gonna need this. Die. Five. What's funny is we're at this point where I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of overall just damage abilities, and so the problem is that my centering is always like, I mean, it's not a problem, but it's always maxed out, and I don't really have a lot of variety, and so it's pretty much spamming slash, and I almost always have the centering to hit it with, like to activate it constantly. So it's just like spamming slash the entire time, and then sprinkling over everything else, like as we're able to, like pretty much. Because everything else you're waiting on the cooldowns and stuff. But like a lot of the time it's very easy to build. And again, it's not a problem, it's just for variety, it would be nice to be able to have some options. But of course that does change with level. You know, the more we level up, the more abilities we'll get, and then eventually, you know, we'll have a nice variety. You know, in time it won't be a problem, but at the immediate moment, it's a little annoying. Now I'm attacking everybody because now I'm worried that I'm going to get there and there won't be enough guys for my bonus objective. Even your stupid slowing can't stop me, boy. Move that over there. So yeah, I'm not actually 100% sure on what game we'll be doing next for our B game. I'm sort of kind of split between two. Kinda. I'm sort of mostly split between two. Both of them are goofy and fun. So I will have to decide once it's actually time to record. I will have to decide. In the long term, it doesn't really matter that much because, you know, it'll all happen eventually. Is there no other guys in this one? Oh crap, dude. Well, I can't go in there yet. Alright, I'm gonna grab our bonus objective. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. So, I killed everybody in this lower part of the cavern, and we were too short. So I actually had to go back upstairs, get 2 kills, and then come all the way back down. So, it was a little dumb, but mostly just because I done messed up. But we're good.
Stand down, Jedi. I'm afraid we both lose this contest. Dr. Gudera killed himself rather than be captured. It's a tragic loss.
Your goal was to kill him.
He was far more valuable to us alive. We are prepared to leave Taris without further violence. Full cessation of hostilities. Do you accept?
Go. But make it quick. And never come back here.
Glad we could be civilized about this. Farewell.
Wait, Jedi. These filthy imps are lying to you. My Maker is not dead. I conducted a second triangulation on my Maker's bioscan, just to be sure.
Thought we destroyed that irritating machine. Now you both have to die.
And now you're dead, boy. I was gonna let you live. And now you're just gonna die like an idiot. Lower your DPS. There, now you're alone. Alright. There you go. Little droid.
Critical damage. Circuits failing. Transmitting my Maker's new coordinates to you now. Save you. Do not let my functions end in vain.
You served well. I'll take it from here.
Filthy imps. Kill them all.
Hello again. Your ability to survive is impressive, to say the least. Ah. Well played.
Not my finest performance, but serviceable. Do not fear. Dr. Gudera is unharmed. I painlessly rendered him unconscious and gently carried him to safety.
I can't say the same for your assassins.
Their loss is regrettable, but they understood what's at stake. We could continue this chase forever, but what a waste of resources. I suggest a compromise. Give me time to administer truth serum to Dr. Gudera. Once he reveals his secrets, he's yours. We'll both have what we want.
I want to end your existence. Is that part of the deal?
Not as such, but you'll find my counteroffer more than fair. I will purchase time for interrogating Dr. Gudera by offering you something of great personal interest. Pirates have unearthed powerful artifacts, once belonging to the Jedi Covenant. I believe you will find these relics highly useful.
I've never heard of this covenant.
A secret cabal disbanded centuries ago, murdered their own Padawans, hoping to prevent the Sith's return. They were powerful zealots. A Sith has arranged to acquire these artifacts. Can you risk allowing your enemies the power they contain?
He's bluffing. This is a trick.
Your master recognizes the truth. This opportunity won't come again. The Sith is on his way to the pirate camp even now. You know what you must do.
I'm coming for the doctor. If anything happens to him, you'll pay.
I shall have to revise your profile. You're more unpredictable than we thought. Come then, Jedi. I assure you, I will be prepared.
It's a good move, attempting to dangle in front of me what he thinks I want. It's a good move, but ultimately futile, because nothing fuels me more than the desire to kill others. And if there's anything I want on this little planet, it's gonna be killing that dude. Why? Because no one tries to kill me and escapes. Nobody! And so because of that, it's a pretty simple decision. There we go. I was trying to find I was trying to find the speeder I needed. Anyway, but yeah, no one tries to kill me and gets away with it. And as nice as it would be to have any artifacts, which he's honestly probably telling the truth in this particular case, just because he really does want me to, you know, he really does want to escape and get away. But yeah, as nice as it would be, nothing would please me more than to kill his stupid face. So there you go. It's as simple as that. Anyway, I will see you guys at our next objective. Okay, so we are at that speeder that I went to, and I saw I had a letter, so I opened it. Here's what it says. Coruscant Special Security Investigation. An investigation into the above referenced case file, the wanted felon going by the street name Vistus, revealed evidence to indicate the subject was legally terminated by a member of the Jedi Order, pursuing official Republic business. Specifically, the research for stolen top-secret military research files. Given your recent activities on Coruscant, the investigation panel has determined you to be the most likely individual responsible. As a result of your actions, the panel has deemed you eligible for the reward that was offered for the arrest of the above referenced criminal. Thank you for your service, Coruscant Security. So, stack of money, which is a great thing. We sold our stuff. Look at all the gifts I have. They also gave me some more med packs. They're like, med packs and gifts for days. It's like, alright. I mean, like, I'm not going to turn it down, but darn, that's a lot of gifts. Anyway, alright, now I'll see you at our next objective. At our next objective. Alright, we are in the transport station. Basically, it's a giant tunnel thing. You guys probably would have remembered this from our time as a Sith warrior on this planet. And we're back again, killing rat ghouls. Working our way through the tunnels. And they will die. It's not hard by any means. These little rat ghouls have like 0 health. They're really easy to kill. So, it's not hard, it's just... they're just kind of gross. They're just kind of icky. Alright, okay. Looks like we're heading all the way up here and then to the left. It's a little hard to tell because this is one of those places that's it's a wee bit confusing. It's a little bit confusing. There's lots of turns, lots of places, as you can see. I mean, just look at this place. It's freaking huge. And you will spend a lot of time here because, again, they're really big places, and every class story leads you in here at some point. So... they all do. So you're gonna be in here a lot we will be in here a lot over the course of our stories. So I mean, you know, on Taris, we will do our time with every class, is what I'm trying to say. So it is not surprising, but looks like this way isn't so bad. But it's not so bad because it's not like they're hard to kill. They're just gross. Especially when they all leap to you and line up perfectly to be killed by your AoE attacks. It's pretty sweet. I mean, I don't know if it technically counts as AoE because that slash is wide and hits a lot of people, but technically in AoE, I don't think it's the same thing technically, but it has a similar effect. Okay. We'll just see if we can. Mostly, our goal here is to just try and sneak around these plebs because there's no bonus objective, so I don't see a reason to fight everybody. Anyway, all right, here we are. Oh, Watcher 1, I'm here to kill you. Because nothing gives me greater pleasure. Ah, now there's a bonus objective. Now I care about killing everybody. And unlike the other ones, these ones is probably all self-contained inside this room. Can't even wear that. Because there were no regular Imperials outside the doors. You know what I mean? We've only have... These are the regular Imperials. Everything else was all infected and rat ghouls and stuff like that. So, nothing we have to fear. So, I mean, I'm saying we probably don't need to fear missing it, is what I'm attempting to say. Up! Dead. And luckily it's only 12, so it's incredibly easy. There you go. Oh, he has something. Something to sell. Up! Almost there. Hey, bonus objective, easy as pie. Easy as pie. So, something I pointed out in one of my other videos is looking at the cartel market. I actually have enough to get the companion customization unlocked for my whole account. So, I'm thinking I'll probably do that pretty soon here, and I will start customizing my companions. Some of them are better default, like Jaisa, for instance. I would never change Jaisa's appearance. But other companions, I mean, if there's something great, why not? So, I will probably be doing that pretty soon here, and we will probably start customizing our companions. So that'll be pretty cool. We can start looking into doing that. Anyway, Watcher 1, I'm here to kill you.
Lord Angrel, I've had no time to conduct my interrogation. Preparing for the Jedi took priority.
You've made far too many decisions without my consultation, Watcher.
Angrel.
Perhaps I should be grateful. You've spared me the effort of hunting you down.
Keep throwing your forces at me, Angrel. I enjoy taking them apart.
You underestimate the strength of my wrath. You cannot win. Watcher, bring me this filth alive. I will kill her myself.
Respectfully, my lord, I think it's wiser to escape with the Doctor while I still can.
Enough! Do as I command!
As you wish, Lord Angrel. You're heavily outnumbered, Jedi. These are my very best agents. I would prefer that you surrender.
Despite your rank, you're still just a slave to the Sith.
Being a good servant does not make one a slave. I'd think a Jedi would understand that. This is not the ending I would have chosen.
Oh, please. As if you have any feelings. My best agents, he says. And they're dead. There goes your best agents. How humiliating. Ooh. I got a new ability for, it's probably, that's my specific specialization. So it does burn damage over a longer period, so that's cool. And it is another instant cast, which is really, or, you know, an instant activation, which is really important. And he'll take burning damage for, you know, X amount of time. So that's pretty sweet. Cool, so we'll probably keep that even right there. That's probably actually where we'll keep it anyway, so that works out.
Again, Darth Angrel underestimates you. 20 years. I've avoided becoming a casualty of Sith madness. But an order is an order.
This isn't about duty. It's about your pride.
You're correct. I'm proud to serve the Empire. Regardless, you are the victor here. How do you wish to proceed?
You'll get no mercy from me.
I asked for none. Do as you must.
There you go, kids. Don't even say anything, Kira. Don't even say anything. It was the right thing to do. He was a bad guy, now he's dead.
Dr. Goodera, are you all right? I'm a Jedi Knight sent by General Varsuthra to rescue you.
Varsuthra? That old man never gives up, does he? All I remember was being knocked unconscious in my lab. At least the Imperials couldn't question me. I suppose you plan to take me back to Coruscant? I left for good reason, you know.
I'd like to hear it.
The Republic doomed itself when we signed that blasted treaty. The Sith Empire only sought a strategic pause in the fighting. Time to gather strength for a final crushing blow. The Senate ignored my projections. I refused to serve such monumental ignorance.
The Republic leaders are fools. We never should have backed down from the Sith.
Peace with the Empire is impossible. The evidence surrounds us. If it hasn't started already, all-out war is imminent. I'm ready to face what's coming. Perhaps it is time I returned. Finish the war and wipe out the Empire for good.
I mean, that's true. Like, I don't care that people think it's all dark side. I don't care. That's true, man. And that's the problem, right? Is because, you know, the light side, they're all like, you know, we needed peace, you know? Peace is the right thing to do. You're like, if you actually believe the Empire did that because they were scared of you, you're stupid. I mean, like, it's no secret to me that they called for peace. They're like, you know, oh, we want to play nice. They're doing it because it's a strategic pause. I was about to say my lizard's invisible. Anyway, but it's obviously a strategic pause to, you know, allow them to build time and strategy and all that stuff. I mean, it's just way naive. It's incredibly naive to assume that it's incredibly naive to assume that it's because they were scared or they thought they would lose or whatever. And so it's like, let's not pretend for a second that they want peace because, you know, because they or whatever want to play nice, you know.
Here's what I got. Look like if you
They're
want.
Sith. Ultimately, their goal is not going to be to just play nice. That's not how that works. But, you know, that's what happens. That's what happens. And I feel like that's a pretty in character. My character's like, clearly, they're not just gonna let us, like, live. You know what I mean? They're not just gonna want to coexist or anything with us, so it's really stupid to assume that they will. And that feels pretty accurate to my character. She's a hot-headed warrior who is like, has her own sense of right and wrong, regardless of what other people think about it, pretty much. So there you go.
Welcome to Taris. I'm Governor Suresh.
I don't care who you
On
are.
behalf of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for joining us in this historic project.
I don't
For your
care.
safety, please do not travel beyond the military-secured safe zone outside the subnet.
I don't care.
And our work
It's just like
here
as loud as I
will
can.
shine as a beacon of hope to all of the Republic.
I told
But
you, Agent,
first,
this
we have
Jedi
many
never
obstacles
fails.
to overcome.
Hang
Together,
on, this
we stand taller than
stupid
any
idiot.
obstacle.
Shut up.
Let's get to work.
Good as new.
Together.
Are you done? Can I continue with my objective now? Thank you, Princess Gee Whiz.
I told you, Agent, this Jedi never fails.
My team came to assist you. We discovered the outpost was destroyed and assumed the worst. Can you tell us what happened? We have unconfirmed reports the Imperial Spymaster Watcher 1 is on Taris.
You'll find the bodies of Watcher 1 and all his men at an Imperial base in the swamp.
Imperial base? I'll send a recovery team immediately.
Dr. Godera, you're looking well, all things considered. Ready to come home?
Depends. Are you ready to do what's right?
I always was, and our time has finally come. Agent, bring Dr. Godera to Coruscant immediately. We'll be needing his skills. Contact me from your ship. SWTOR out.
Then this is goodbye. You saved my life. I owe you.
It was my honor to help. You owe me nothing.
Goodbye for now. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
There you go, kids. There you go. I feel like, because here's my idea, right, is that this character, I've talked about her before, I kind of picture her as this, like, hot-headed character. She's a warrior. She's ultimately, she's not like, you know, super rah-rah Jedi in the sense of, I want to do what's right, and we have to help people, and all this stuff. She has her own sense of what she thinks is right and wrong, and she does those things. It often leaves her at odds with what people, you know, it often leads her at odds with things, you know? It's kind of a weird mix that, for any of you real Star Wars fans who know what this stuff is, it's kind of a mix between, like, a dark Jedi and, like, a gray Jedi. That, like, a gray Jedi, it's, they are good guys, but it's, like, a harsher good, they're good guys, but they're not, but they're harsher. They're much more harsher. They're much closer to dark side than regular Jedi are. They tend to straddle the line a little bit, but still ultimately good guys. Well, with my character, I picture her more like, as she goes, at first it's very like gray Jedi, where she wants to do what's right. She does maybe at first believe in the, like, she doesn't so much believe in the Republic. I feel like she doesn't have a lot of faith in those people, because ultimately it's all politics. But I feel like that she has faith in the Jedi originally, and then as our story continues, I feel like that she gets less and less, you know, pro-Jedi, and gets more, I'm pretty kind of after myself. And I feel like that more and more she gets, so she's more concerned about her own power growth and such things. And I picture that in other class stories, we'll have other classes, and eventually there is another Jedi class story. There's the Jedi Consular. I picture that one having a different viewpoint, but something fairly similar, but it's going to be coming from a different spot, which we'll talk about whenever we get to the Jedi Consular. But, you know, just a thought. Anyway, all right, let's use the whole terminal and talk to these people.
General, Dr. Godera is on his way to you.
I can only imagine what the Empire would have done with him if you hadn't been there. Your work here may be done, but this isn't over.
There you go. Just that easy. All right, we got a lightsaber. I'm assuming it's worse. Yeah. It's worse. Alright, now we are headed to Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa. Ah, good old Nar Shaddaa. My home away from home. Alright. Nar Shaddaa. Which we are above level for Nar Shaddaa. But I'm thinking that we will just pursue the class story. Maybe we'll finish Nar Shaddaa, like, class story-wise, and then I'll call the part, and then maybe tonight I will do all of the heroics for Nar Shaddaa. Maybe we'll think about doing
I've
that.
arrived on Nar Shaddaa. Still no word from Agent Galen?
Negative. After Taris and Ord Mantell, I fear the worst. I'll warn you now. The project there is I should have ended it years ago.
Conversations like this never end well.
After the Empire's victory on Coruscant during the war, people were terrified. We looked weak, helpless. The Senate authorized research into science we had no business exploring, using technology to turn ordinary men into living weapons. The Power Guard program was creating the ultimate soldier, one tough enough to fight a Sith head-on.
The Sith have the Force on their side. No ordinary soldier can match that.
We're closer than you might think. Nar Shaddaa has the latest advances in cybernetics, combat adrenals, personal armor, and weapons. Everything we need to create the Power Guards. There's also a distinct lack of government oversight. You're in hot territory, neutral space. Laws are practically non-existent.
The fewer rules I have to deal with, the better.
That's what we thought when we started this mess. I placed a single operative in charge of the Power Guard project. Gave him unlimited authority and enough credits to fund the program. The research facility operates in absolute secrecy. I don't even know where it is.
Darth Angril's henchmen on Coruscant said all our research facilities were compromised.
Our operative's name and contact data were in the file stolen on Coruscant. Our operative has disappeared, and Agent Galen vanished trying to find him. I can only assume they're dead or captured.
With nothing to go on, how will I find this facility?
You won't be hunting alone. I need you to coordinate with the Strategic Information Service branch on Nar Shaddaa. The Bureau Chief's name is Raiken. SIS headquarters is hidden on the promenade. You'll visit a merchant shop and use a secret turbo lift in the back to meet with Raiken.
Promenade shop, secret turbo lift. Got it. I feel like a spy already.
Transmitting the location coordinates and turbo lift security code to you. Good luck. SWTOR out.
Oh man, I know we talked about this last time, but I'm gonna start using out, just be like saying your name and being like out. I mean, every time you leave, it's gonna make you sound so hardcore. All right, guess we'll talk to C7. It's free experience, even though like put me to sleep. C7 happy working with Jedi together, unstoppable team.
Evil doesn't stand a chance with the two of us around.
I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I don't care. T7 appreciates the Jedi appreciates T7. Others underestimate me.
Who's Shafu?
Someone named Shafu. Rhodian slave trader. The Master Zalo put him out of business. So in case you actually, the part of this is actually a little bit cool. So Master Zalo, he talked about this before, but if you recall, Master Zalo was a Jedi Knight. If you have seen the trailer, the one where the Sith attack the Jedi Temple, which, by the way, one of the coolest gaming trailers ever, by the way. I'm like, it hyped me out when I was, every time I see it, I'm like, that is the coolest thing. Anyway, when the Sith attack and Malgus leads the Sith and they destroy the Jedi Temple, I love that. Anyway, but the Jedi, the leader dude who fought Malgus, that dude is Master Zalo, in case you didn't know. And it's very, very cool. It's such a great trailer, great. It's a cool thing to tie in with this. It's unfortunate that it involves T7, because I don't care. Anyway, you guys put him out of business.
I don't imagine he just decided to retire because you asked nicely.
We cut his face off. They infiltrated the vessel, transmitted coordinates to Master Zalo. Fascinating. Master Zalo boarded the ship. The dude was caught red-handed. Master Zalo convinced slaving is wrong. Released all slaves on the ship. Shafu changed his ways. The heck he did.
Don't be naive. As soon as Master Zalo was gone, Shafu
all right,
went
well,
back.
that's a little aggressive. I know what I'm going to say, but let's got that right. Got that right. Blah, 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 blah. How'd you do that? Blah, 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 blah.
Scum like that? I would have executed him on the spot.
True. Master Zalo, wise to let him live. Shafu, useful resource, turned undercover agent for Jedi. Shafu returned to Hutt space. He freed hundreds of slaves. Disappointed, Master Zalo died. T7 hopes he's okay.
He probably decided to lay low after Master Zalo was killed. Get out of the game before his cover was blown.
The Jedi's probably right. T7's reassured, ready to continue missions. Let's get back to saving the galaxy. Oh my gosh, it's just like, it's a chore, I tell you. It's a chore. It's like you're so boring! You're so boring! I can't even tell you how boring you are right at this moment. And it's just like, please stop talking. I realize it's probably so mean that I think about like T7 that way, but in my defense, it's not just T7. I mean, it's not even just that he's it feels like he has no personality. But even more than that, it's like a droid thing. Like, by and large, I hate droid companions. There's a few droid companions throughout this game, and across several classes. I don't like any of them. There's only one that I can picture that I might like, and yeah, and I haven't even gotten them yet because there's lots of work involved to get that one, and I'm not going to get into that. But as far as actual, vanilla companions go that you just get, I don't like any of them. I find droid companions incredibly annoying. Why? I don't know. At first, some of them are personality-less, like T7. He's just such a robot. I mean, obviously he's a droid, but he feels like a droid. Like, it feels like there's no personality to him at all, and it's incredibly annoying. With the other droid companions, because even though they do have personality, the other ones, their personalities are annoying. So it's like the few that do have personalities are ones I wish that didn't, because they're so annoying. Like, and so that's sort of the weird. It's just weird. I don't know, man. I don't know why I have such this crazy prejudice against the companions, but holy crap, do I ever? It's pretty weird, man. I don't know. It's kind of interesting that I have mentioned this before, so obviously in any game with a choice, I am a girl. I always play a girl in games. It's tradition. I've done it for years and years and years. I've been that way as long as I can remember. Now, it's interesting because, I mean, I'm not entirely sure why, but part of it for me is that I don't picture myself in the game. Like, for me, it really makes the game harder to enjoy if I picture me in the game. That's part of the joy of gaming, is I don't have to think about me, right? For me, I've always felt like I like steering it's like watching a movie. Like, this character who I'm controlling has a personality. So whether that's, let's just talk about my Sith warrior. My warrior, he was prideful and arrogant, but not so much that he was blinded by it. Like, he had all these things about him, but I didn't feel like I was controlling him. I felt like I was just witnessing this guy's story. There's a lot of guys who they will tell you that they're like, oh, I'm a girl in games because if I'm going to stare at someone's butt the entire game, it better be an attractive one. Okay, well, that's not why I do it. It's a nice bonus. I'm not going to say it's not, but that's not the thing. That's not the point. It's that I am just witnessing this character's story. I'm not even a part of this. I'm not controlling it. I mean, I am, but it doesn't feel like it, and I'm just a part of the ride. And that's why maybe that's part of the reason. And I find girl characters more interesting. That I find a lot of guys, they don't interest me. Whether you're telling their story or what, I'm just like, just shut up. I just don't care. I don't care. And I don't know. It's interesting. It's kind of weird. But anyway, and I guess the reason I brought that up is because I was thinking about the companions in this game. I don't find the male companions nearly as interesting as the female companions. It's the reason. I mean, as you notice, I don't carry droids. I don't carry T7, and I've told you guys why I don't like the droids. But if you notice, I carry Kira, even though a lot of my decisions are going to piss her off. I still prefer having a girl with me. There is a few really cool male characters in this game, but largely I don't like carrying guy companions. I like carrying a girl companion. And the other thing I do in games is I romance girls, but that's not going to stop me from being a girl. That's just that's my choice. And obviously in the vanilla you can't romance girls as a girl, but you can in the DLC. But not the point. So I don't know. I find that interesting. It's interesting because I don't even like carrying male companion. Not even. It goes beyond just being a male. And I don't know, I think it's interesting. Maybe you guys are like, OMG, I don't care, just get to work, but I find it's cool. Anyway, so we're running into the back of this little fake shop, is what this is, to get to the secret agent base. Secret agent base. What's up, Chief Raiken?
That's the second field agent who's missed a check-in. Our network's under attack.
We don't know that.
We know Agent Galen was captured. He's telling the enemy where to hit us.
If it makes you feel better, transmit alert level Omega to all field agents. See how many respond. The Jedi who eliminated Watcher 1. Glad to meet you. I'm Bureau Chief Raiken. Wish I had better news to report. We're fumbling in the dark right now.
Sounds like your agents are in trouble.
My subordinates jumping at shadows. Hazard of the business. Here's what little I know. Agent Galen came here to secure a top-secret operation. Something hidden even from us. Galen disappeared in the Nikto sector while pursuing a contact. Fortunately, he left a trail we can follow.
It's a start. How do I pick up this trail?
Galen left coded progress reports at SIS dead drops all over the Nikto sector. Unfortunately, that whole area's gone hostile. Had to pull my agents out. You want those reports? You'll have to go in alone.
Thank goodness. For a second, I thought this might be too easy.
I sent the Omega alert. Only half our field agents responded. I'm telling you, we're compromised. We need to move this headquarters before it's too late.
Darth Angral is clearly targeting the SIS. Time to move.
We'll wipe the computers and leave Nar Shaddaa.
Evacuating this facility is out of the question. We're safe here, and we have a mission to complete. I've marked the locations of Agent Galen's dead drops. Download his messages to your holo and contact me. I'll decode them. Let's get some answers. Good luck.
See, the Chief is why so many Republic people end up dead. They're just like, oh, there was a massacre. We lost X amount of people. You're like, man, it's like Tuesday here, and everyone's dead. Like, it happens all the time, you know? All the time. The people in charge make, you know, piss-poor decisions that gets everybody killed. Like, it's no wonder that so many Republic people end up dead, because their leadership throws them away. I mean, the Imperials, of course, have a similar problem of throwing away their people, but it's just like, is all leadership retarded? Because, like, come on. Like, he's like, you know, that's no big deal. Half of our agents are missing, you know, there's no reason to freak out over it. You're like, I feel like that's a great reason to freak out. You know, half of your agents aren't responding. Like, you're a freaking spy. Shouldn't you be more alarmed? Like, I just never understood. They're just like, you know, I'm not gonna panic. Just, it's only half. At least we got half left, or whatever their reasoning is. It's just so stupid. You're like, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Now, inevitably, when this ends in a massacre, and there's just, like, so many dead Republic agents, and everyone's dead, I'm not gonna feel bad, because the guy's a moron. I don't know what to tell you about that. Anyway, I will head to our next objective, and I will see you all there. Alright, here we are. We're in the Nikto sector. There is lots of rando bad guys around us, but I had to kill a few to get to this point, and I did not notice any bonus objectives, so I'm not going to be too worried about, you know, making sure I find it, because, you know, I don't see it. So, we got the middle one. We're going to hop to this one, and then we'll head to the southern one, and then that will be good to go. As we try to find Agent Galen and be like, bro, really sorry, your leadership is retarded. Must be really unfortunate to have your life so carelessly thrown away because some dude just decided that, no, we're probably safe. Only half of our agents are disappearing. Let's not panic. I mean, I feel like that's a fantastic time to panic, is when all your people start going missing. But hey, what do I know? Just a filthy casual. Alright, I think we are going to have to kill these guys to get there. They are in the way. And I don't want to try and squeak by and get knocked off my mount, because it's very annoying. Boom. Another new med pack. If I had $1 for every time they gave me a new med pack. Alright. I think now we should be able to get to that one. Looks like it's in the center of this big room. So I was actually looking it up. Did you guys know that you can, and your permissions, you can, I think you can get it with credits. It might be cartel coins as well, but I think you can get it with credits in the legacy section. But you can actually buy the ability to be able to activate your mount while you're moving. I found that out some years back, and I thought that was interesting. But yeah, you can buy the ability to be able to activate your mount. I was like, interesting. I mean, that would be pretty convenient, be able to just keep running and activate it. I don't know how much it is, but I'm willing to bet it's outside of the price range that I am allotted, because that's pretty normal.
Chief Riken, I've downloaded all of Agent Galen's coded messages.
Transmitting a decryption signal to your holo. Scrambling? Times and locations, standard tracking details. And one priority holo. Playing that back now.
Found our lead operative. Dead. He'd been tortured. The power guard data files are missing. No clues to the main facility's location, but there was evidence of a recruitment center here. The project was using refugees as test subjects. The recruitment center's my best shot at finding the main facility. I'm going in, leaving the site's coordinates just in case. Galen out.
Took guts going in there alone.
Not sure what's worse. The enemy stealing our weapons project, or us experimenting on refugees.
I want a full strike team helping me storm that recruitment center.
We're analysts, not commandos. Agent Galen, or whoever got him, holds the key to recovering the Power Guard project. The trail ends at that recruitment center. You need to get inside there, find out what's happened. Good luck. Riken out.
He's like, nope, we're not sending anyone with you. We're leaving you to do it alone. He's like, you should be able to handle it alone. You're like, you know, I will. And only to prove a point that I can. Is this even the right way? Yeah. I was like, is this where I came from? Did you rub my lamp? Did you wake me up? Did you bring me here? Alright. Anyway, I will run to our next objective, and I will see you all there. Haha! Alright, so I'm kind of proud of that. There's a group there and a group there, and it was just enough height to be able to jump into the cage and then jump the other side so I could avoid it. I was like, get wrecked! It's because I'm smarter than you. I'm here to kill you! He's like, dang, he freaking teleported. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
There, good as new.
Make sure you're healing me, Kira. I can't do a lot of killing if I'm dead. That seems to make it more difficult in my experience. Eat the flame. Hit in the face. Feel the burn, and it's not just your calves burning. You are literally on fire. Alright. With that. Okay. We're analysts, not commandos. Yeah, well, you should be combat trained, otherwise you're freaking useless. Even more than I thought you were.
You'll be alright. I'm here to help.
I'm assuming he can't speak English.
Chief Riken, the recruitment center was overrun with Imperials. No sign of Agent Galen, but I've just freed some refugees.
Not refugees. Heroes. These people put their lives on the line for victory over the Empire. Name's Velnarok. Been recruiting volunteers for the Power Guard project since it started.
Those people asked to become test subjects?
The Empire stole their homeworlds. They jumped at the chance for payback. Over the years, hundreds of people volunteered for the Power Guard experiments. Heroes. All of them.
They're called experiments because most end in failure.
People know the risk, but they're willing to try anyway. Don't know how the Empire found us, but they control the whole project now.
Tell me where the Power Guard experiments take place.
Never seen the main lab, but it's someplace in the red light sector. Imperials are sending people there for testing.
That's one of the busiest parts of Nar Shaddaa. We'll never find the lab.
I've heard it's the only building with a dedicated energy reactor. Does that help?
Absolutely. Contact me when you're in the red light sector. I'll have a plan. Riken out.
I'll get these volunteers to safety. I hope you kill every last one of those Imperials.
So, two things about that. Firstly, we leveled up, but that's not it. So, two things about that. First, I feel like it's in character for my character to not be behind the experiments or the Power Guard project at all, because I feel like to her that their original idea was they're like, oh yeah, you know, we'll be able to beat Sith with this thing, and I feel like to her that's like insulting. That she's like, are you dumb enough to believe that like these like measly, souped up regular people are gonna be strong enough to beat a Sith or a Jedi or a Force user in combat? I feel like that to her she feels like that it's like insulting that she's like, you know, like only a Jedi can defeat a Sith, only a Sith can defeat a Jedi, like, you know what I mean? I feel like that for her it's like this like duel of like belief and skill and stuff, and for her it's like insulting that they're trying to like suit people up enough that they could beat a Sith or a Jedi one-on-one, and to her she's like, that's retarded. So I feel like that's the reason she is not behind any of that. The other thing is I am not adverse to going to the red light sector, and they'll be lucky if I ever emerge. If you don't know what a red light sector or red light district is, I would encourage you to look it up. And I'm not going to tell you. Alright, there we go. Right on cue, we have to make a call.
There, good as new.
I'm in the red light sector. You have a plan for finding that main lab?
If the power guard facility has a dedicated reactor, it's immune to energy fluctuations affecting the power grid. My team is monitoring energy readings in that sector. All you have to do is cause some fluctuations. Applying a lightsaber to the right power conduits ought to do the trick.
I solve a lot of problems with my weapon.
I wish I had one every time a stack of data pads lands on my desk. Sending coordinates to key power conduits. Hit them all, and we'll get a fix on that power guard main lab. And be careful. The red light sector may look civilized, but it's nothing of the sort. Riken out.
Oh man. Believe you me, brochacho. I will spend a lot of time in the red light sector. Like, don't be gross. Alright. It's just like, alright, relax, bro. Relax. Well, there's one there, but there's supposed to be like 3 of these suckers. Where are the other 2? I realize I'm probably blind. There's one. The problem is the purple and the blue, it's too similar, and it's really hard to see when you're colorblind. Oh, there's the 3rd one. Okay, so the first one's right above me, so I need to go up the stairs and then turn around, looks like. Sorry, you guys, I got distracted. There's this music and this stupid Rhodian literally worshipping. I just can't right now. Sorry, I got distracted. We can move on. I'm so stupid. Alright. Oh, actually, it looks like it's behind here, question mark? I think it's actually behind here. On the floor. Is it? Oh, it is. Well, there you go. There we go. Told you the red light sector was all kinds of fun. You never know what good stuff you'll find in here. There we go, at the next one. Ready, stab. Alright, we got one more. It looks like it is just around the corner. This way, nobody panic. There's just a lot of droids between me and my objective. You can't stop me, you stupid droid. There we go. You guys enemies? Then how come you're not aggroing to me? Whatever. Maybe being around that tiny little pile made them think I was farther away? Question mark? Oh man, there's a Galactic Rampage for like the, 45 millionth time. I'm telling you, I feel like my guess is that it would probably have to be, like, kills in one sitting, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, there would be no reason for it to pop so many times. There we go. Anyway.
Only one building in the sector maintained a steady energy supply when you disrupted those power conduits. That has to be the main lab. Sending coordinates now. Aside from Agent Galen and the test subjects, we have no idea what you'll face in there. How will you play this?
Every Imperial in there will die. I'll make sure of it.
With luck, you'll catch the opposition off guard. You're in for a hell of a fight.
Here goes nothing.
Contact me when it's done. Riken out.
And he's like, how are you going to handle this? I'll be like, I'm going to walk in the front door and kill anything that moves, is my first plan. Alright, check that. I have to go all the way around. Why, though? Alright. But then we will do some running, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, here we are at our objective. I just gotta kill this pesky little droid that's in the way. There we go. I know I'll live. It was one tiny droid. You'll live. Oh, I was really worried. Dodged a bullet there, am I right, team? I'm still alive, woman. Nothing would have changed in the last 16 seconds. I mean, it wasn't even 16 seconds. It was like 3.5 seconds. Tell you what, though. So I am going to record whatever our new B game is going to be right after this. And I will have to, obviously, decide on that. Make my final decision. But Before I actually end up getting to it, I'm gonna need to go eat something, because I am starving right now. Starving. And I will hope that my headache goes away as well. I really could go for a rock star right about now. But I have to wait till later to drink my rock star. Otherwise it'll be later when I normally have it, and then I won't have it, and I'll be like, gee, wish I had drank my rock star at freaking, 6 in the evening rather than 11 when I normally drink it. Just saying. Anyway, we got a bonus objective. So that's pretty sweet. As we slay our way towards, as we just butcher our way to the safe house. So how are you gonna play this? I'm gonna kill everything. That's how I'm gonna play it. How are you gonna play it? Oh, I'm gonna go in and ask nicely if they'll give me back what's mine. Excuse me, sir, can I possibly get my agent back? It's just like, how the heck do you think I'm gonna play it?
We've been waiting for you, Jedi. Darth Angral told me you defeated Watcher 1 and Inquisitor Farav. Impressive.
Explains why you're not here. Scared, huh?
Even my Padawan is laughing at you.
You must be so embarrassed.
You killed good men at that recruitment center. Loyal soldiers. The best.
If they were any good at their jobs, they'd still be alive.
For that, you die slowly.
I promised Commander Grawl he could execute you personally. And I left him a few gifts to help. Mark I power guards, not as destructive as the later models I possess, but quick to assemble and quite malleable. It took nothing to wipe their useless minds and program them to serve me.
If those people are already dead, at least I won't have to hold back.
Oh, please. It's so funny. It's just so mean. He's like, they were good men, loyal soldiers. I was like, well, if they were any good at their job, they'd still be alive. You're like, oh! Shots fired. And he's dead. You think I'm scared of your puny guards? Look at this. 2 hits for that guy. 1 hit for that guy. 2 hits for that guy. Man, they were so powerful. Idiots. And I got a data pad.
We're too late, Riken. Darth Angral's apprentice raided the lab. There's nothing left here. I found an encrypted data pad on an Imperial officer. It looks important.
It may have information on where the enemy's moved to. Bring the data pad back to headquarters. My slicers will crack the decryption. We'll have to move fast to stop the enemy. Hurry.
Alright. Looks like we're headed back to base. Got some new pants. Are they good? Nope. No, they're not. Alright. He was on the promenade, so that's where we'll go. Alright, so we're pretty much at our objective, and we also got something from Dr. Godera. When we last met, I was in a foul mood. Being captured by Imperials has that effect. Now that I am more myself, I realize I never properly thanked you for saving me from Watcher 1 on Taris. I know Jedi do not seek praise, but I owe you my life. The Republic is starting to realize the true nature of our greatest enemy. The Senate is finally willing to do what we should have done many years ago, and I am ready to do my part. Without your help, none of this would have been possible. For this, you have my thanks, Dr. Godera. And then he gave me a gift, which I will use to give to someone at some point. Alright. Let's go ahead and get off the lizard. Lizard. well, it's almost like their their cover was blown and they didn't move. Considering that there's power guards in my way. Just saying. I can't help but notice. It's almost like that dude was a retard for not moving when he had the chance. Alright. Quickly now. Alright. Die, you fools! Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Oh! Alright. Hey, man.
I warned him. I told Raiken this base was compromised.
The Chief's dead. They're all dead. What were those things?
They're like what I fought at the main lab, but more powerful.
You kept us out of the loop, hid the power guard facility, never told us about these weapons. We stayed, supported your mission when we should have evacuated. These deaths are on you.
If you want to yell at someone, call VarSuthra. He authorized the project.
Everyone responsible for this should be brought up on charges.
Backtrack. I actually want to rephrase that. I mean, it is pretty much VarSuthra's fault, but it's more Raiken's fault than VarSuthra's in this particular instance, in my opinion.
I warned him. I told Raiken.
They're like...
You kept us... We stayed.
I agreed with you about evacuating. Your superior overruled us.
He was incompetent. I should have been in charge months ago. With Raiken dead, I'm acting bureau chief. This operation's over. Agent Diaz, we're leaving now. Sorry, friend, but you're on your own.
You don't want to leave. You want to see this through.
I don't want to leave. We should see this through.
Oh, so it's alright for you to mess with people's heads?
I do what I have to, and I don't apologize.
Sir, you should sit down. I'll handle this.
Good. Good. Give the Jedi anything she needs. Carry on.
I know what a mind trick is. Don't do that to me. Hand over the datapad. Decryption complete. The enemy took everything from the power guard lab to a fallback position. I recognize these coordinates. An Imperial-controlled factory on the industrial level.
What's the Empire doing with the factory on Nar Shaddaa?
The enemy is manufacturing all kinds of war material. Weapons, armor, shields. Stars only know what they're doing with the power guards.
Why are we still here? Could swear we decided to leave.
You're confused. No one's leaving until this mission is complete.
I'm confused. We're staying until this mission is complete.
Sir, I recommend we inform General VarSuthra. We need immediate reinforcements. I've marked the enemy's fallback position. Good luck down there.
Take this with you. May come in handy.
See, that was more like it. That was more like it. That's so funny. Is that a gift or it's a mod? Interesting. I don't even have a lightsaber to equip it to. Whatever. Whatever. I feel like, I mean, for now we'll hold on to it, but odds are I'll just end up selling it. Anyway, that was so funny because, like, see that felt right. That was in character. Ultimately, she does think that the Empire needs to be stopped, but she also doesn't. She also is like not okay with these guys just leaving her because she's like, retards. This is your problem too. This is your post. Like, you stay here and you help me out. And then it was also very in character, in my opinion, for her to just shut Kira down like that. Because Kira's like, you know, ultimately Kira's a Padawan. Ultimately, I am the leader here. I'm the one who's a Jedi Knight. So it's like, her opinion doesn't count. Like, you know, you don't get an opinion. So it felt very in character to just be like, I do what I have to and I don't apologize. Because she doesn't apologize. She doesn't feel bad for what she does. She's like, this is what needs to happen, and if I'm the only one with the guts to do it, then I'll do it. And so all of that felt much, much more in character. And plus, blaming VarSuthra, I mean, ultimately, he is responsible for a lot of the blame. Because, as we will see, VarSuthra has like eight projects of mass destruction going on 8 different planets or whatever. I don't know exactly what it is, but he has like a destruction going on every planet. So he is responsible for a lot of this. But in this particular immediate problem, Raiken is the one who's at fault because he's the one who's like, nope, let's not evacuate. I'm sure we're okay. Like, see, that was retarded. So this immediate problem is on him for sure. But yeah, so this immediate problem is on him, but the overall like galaxy-wide problem is definitely on VarSuthra. So, you know, there is blame to be had, but I will slowly pick up their mess. So I guess that's what we'll do. Anyway, I'll see you guys at our next objective. All right, we are here. I have threaded the needle and avoided so many players, or not players, but enemies. So now we made it. Let's kill some of these fools.
Good as new.
Hey, cool. And there's a bonus objective. What luck. Ready to sell that? Hello, you idiots. There's part 2 of Galactic Rampage. Now, what does that do, anyway? So the galaxy worth experience will count towards this objective. The Revenites have risen up and claim their place in the galaxy. Their corrupt influence has spread like wildfire and must be stopped. So looks like there's 5 days left of this conquest stuff, question mark? Daily repeatable. Defeat and outplay your opponents throughout the galaxy with experience. It looks like it gives you money and experience if you do it. Personal rewards, and it looks like it might give you some other random stuff. Interesting. So it has something to do with conquest and stuff, alright? I get it. Basically. I get it. I figured it was something to do with conquest. 7 of 8. There's 8. And now I've killed them all. Oh, I need to sell that. Hello, you idiots. Hey, there we go. Alright. You fools can't stop me.
You shouldn't have come. You'll make me hurt you. You already forced me to give up my fellow agents. Now they're all dead.
Agent Galen, what happened to you?
When I resist the pain, he always wins.
Power guards are mindless machines. Why aren't you?
He wanted me this way. And he knows you're here.
Nothing more irritating than a Jedi who won't die. Your constant interruptions must end. Your former ally will be your executioner. The new Agent Galen's power is matched only by his obedience.
I've been carving up your little machines all day. He won't be any different.
He's no machine. His mind is intact, even if his spirit isn't. Galen, destroy my enemy.
No, I'd rather die.
Control Factor 6 initiated. Neural override complete. Launching elimination protocol. Target? Jedi.
I told you, he always wins.
Oh, please. Does it matter? There could be a freaking legion of you and it wouldn't save you. Nope, you don't get to stun me, boy. Get him in a stasis. So much damage, and not just the meme too. We are just absolutely wailing on him. Even if I am blue and on fire. Not that. There we go.
Stop. I'm in control. All that damage you did finally spread to the neural overrides. Only temporary, though. I can already feel my systems repairing themselves.
Will you attack me again?
I'll keep trying to fulfill my last command until I succeed. But we have bigger problems. The Sith Lord, Lord Sadek, has the Republic's Mark III power guards, cybernetically enhanced soldiers armed with advanced weapons. Sadek plans to build hundreds more, all controlled by him, an army to conquer Nar Shaddaa.
The Sith could make thousands, millions of power guards.
Sadek's building his army in Shadowtown, an Imperial-controlled sector. Nastiest people on Nar Shaddaa. And that's saying a lot. I'll give you the coordinates. Neural overrides restarting. There's nothing else to do. Kill me.
You're absolutely certain this is the only way?
I can't. Won't live like this.
This music is so tragic right now. I was like, whoa, calm down, everybody. I mean, Galen was cool, but not that cool.
You'll be avenged, Galen. I promise.
I can't watch this.
That was so tragic. It was just like this, like the epic Sith composed, like the betrayal music. Like, like, hey, relax, people. Like, calm down. Like, someone turn off the orchestra. Like, relax, okay? He was controlled. He literally asked me to. Like, come on. Like, I refuse to believe that I'm the bad guy for killing him. Like, he asked me to kill him. And what kind of existence would he have? Even if I somehow got him to, like, stave off his desire to kill me, ultimately, it's gonna be in the back of his mind. He's never gonna be really free. Like, you know, he doesn't have a life after that. Like, you know, so I refuse to feel like a bad guy. If anything, I helped him out because now he can be free. Like, now he's no longer a Sith slave, and even if he could stave it off, he couldn't stave it off forever. So it's like, so I refuse to believe that I'm the bad guy, and he literally asked me to, so I feel like I did the right thing there. Aha, we did it. We threaded the needle. There's so many freaking Imperials in this stupid prison. Like, I had to, like, weave and bob my way through an army of them. It was ridiculous. But we did it. Now that's the point. All the power guards in the world can't save you. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Hey. Dead. Alright. Let's see, are we headed the right way? Yes. Alright, they're talking about smuggler stories, and I don't want any spoilers for you guys, so. Alright, Lord Sadiq, I'm here to kill you. Sadik, sorry, whatever.
This far, but not strong enough. I am more than Sith now. Much more.
He's tall. I'll give him that.
Remarkable technology. So versatile. I just calculated 17 different ways to end your life.
All that hardware won't save you from me.
I've run the numbers. You overestimate your chances. A shame you'll never understand what true power feels like. Perhaps I'll add you to my army after all. Darth Angral would appreciate that. I might even leave your mind intact, as I did Agent Galen's.
Prepare to become scrap metal, you twisted freak.
Yeah. Prepare to become scrap metal, you twisted freak. Get it? Because he's a droid, man? So clever. Alright. No, I'm just being a punk. Ignore me. Ignore me. I'm just being dumb. Ow. Don't do that. We're getting them, kids. Well, there you go. 17 different ways to end my life. My butt. You weak piece of crap. Hey, dude.
Don't look so surprised. It's our job to follow people. Agent Diaz planted a tracker on you back at headquarters.
Standard operating procedure. No offense intended.
Seemed only fair after you mind-tricked me. Would have been here sooner, but getting into Imperial territory without a lightsaber is complicated.
Glad I don't have to hold this base by myself.
We won't be staying long. This is Black Star Squad, a special operations team. General Varsuthra pulled in a favor with General Garza. Got him here quick. We're demolishing this location. Make sure the enemy can't recover anything useful.
Sir, I've located the Power Guard files, including notes on how the Sith controlled them. Orders?
Plant bad data inside those files, and leave them for the enemy to find. Let the Empire create its own power guards, but ones with a flaw we can exploit.
Not surprised you're advocating dirty tricks, but in this case I agree. You should check in with General Varsuthra. We'll be right behind you. Just need to plant the incendiary charges. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but goodbye.
Hey, screw you, bro. You were being stupid. And, like, if I had to I would mind trick you 100 times if it meant you did the right thing for once in your pathetic life. Alright, that was a little harsh, but you get the idea. He's being dumb, and I refuse to feel bad about mind tricking him. Like, hey, you were being retarded, and I made you do the right thing. You're welcome. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and use our transport here, and we will transport ourselves back to the ship. We will talk to the general. We'll get our orders for the next place, but then we will probably call the episode there, and then I will do the heroics off camera later on. And that's what will happen. And then I'll just teleport back to the planet, so that way it'll be easy for me and for you guys.
We narrowly escaped a major disaster, General, but a lot of good people died.
Bad enough losing Chief Raiken and so many agents, but Galen, we'd worked together for years. Just heard from Special Agent Tander. His team eradicated all trace of what happened at that Sith base. Not sure about this plan of yours to sabotage the Empire. It could blow up in our faces.
We'll give the Empire just enough information to get itself in trouble.
It would be nice to see them on thin ice for once. The Republic's position on Nar Shaddaa is precarious at best. Better for everyone if this operation remains classified. I'm sealing all records of what happened here. You, me, and the SIS are the only ones who know the full story.
Don't worry. I'm not planning to discuss this with the Jedi Council.
It's for the best. Thank you. I know you're probably exhausted, but the enemy hasn't given up. Neither can we. A major tactical advantage has just opened up, but you have to act quickly. One of Darth Angrel's closest advisors, Admiral Hacklin, asked us for asylum. He wants to defect.
Hacklin was with Angrel when he interrogated me on Ord Mantell. They seemed chummy. What changed?
I'm not sure, but the Admiral is on the run. There are unconfirmed reports Hacklin's earned a death mark.
One of Darth Angrel's top men turned traitor? It's too convenient.
Exactly. This is obviously a trap.
Hacklin wouldn't be the first high-ranking Imperial to switch sides. Until we know otherwise, we have to believe this is real. Kira obviously made an impression on the Admiral at Ord Mantell. He says he'll only surrender to her.
I have a bad feeling about this.
There's no time to negotiate. Admiral Hacklin's expecting you to, and no one else. I told him to wait for you at an old asteroid mining facility. I'm uploading the coordinates now.
We'll bring the Admiral in safely.
Be careful up there.
Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about that. But we'll go check it out. We'll walk into their trap. We'll kill whoever tries to kill me, because you know someone will. And then they'll look like the fools. We can probably just sell this, because I'll just keep switching sabers. So we can just put it in the sell pile. And we're going to add this to the collection. Perfect. Well, that's what we're going to call it. So off camera, I will do these heroics, get us to an even higher level, maybe make level 30, maybe very close to level 29. We'll have to see. Probably level 30. Anyway, and that'll get us pretty high level for the next part. But today we got a lot done. We finished up till we got all of Taris done, and we got all of Nar Shaddaa done, and we're making great progress. I think we are saving a lot of time by doing all of this stuff off camera. I think we get really, like me leveling off camera, I think we get really far, and I feel like that it's a little weird still from on my end, because I have to figure out how long these episodes are going to be, and because I know that so much of this, all of my times are being cut out because of just all the trips and stuff. I know that so much is being cut out that it's often a little weird to try and figure out like how much I'm cutting and how much and stuff. So it's often a little weird, but it's still worth it, and that's why I try to record really close to as 2 hours as possible recording time, because I know that odds are there'll be probably about 40 minutes to an hour of footage that gets cut. So probably so far it's looked like about 40 minutes, 45 minutes gets cut of just traveling and loading screens and stuff like that. So somewhere around there. So hopefully it ends up being about an okay episode. It ends up being a little short sometimes, but you know, you can only do so much when you're having to just figure it out on the fly. Anyway, so I'm going to get something to eat, and then I will be recording part 1 of our new B game, whatever that is. I have a couple that I'm deciding on, so I'll make that decision pretty quick here. And then I will keep you guys informed with whatever happens with our part 3 of Black Ops 3. I will try and get that out, and hopefully they will let it go. And if not, I will try to find a way to re-upload it and see if I can find a way to make it work. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Are y'all ready for a god-dang video? It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. I don't know which direction that is, dude. I'm not freaking Sacagawea. Hey, you get off me. We'll talk about this like adults.
Ha! He bought it. What an idiot.
Who'd have thought he's Irish? How exciting is that? Suck their life out. Suck their little juices out. I don't know why that's the sound, but whatever.
Let's finish that beer. Introducing
What the what? Thank you all so much for watching, and we will talk to you guys later.